I also want to thank the Minnesota Twins fans. You guys came out today. Thank you, thank you.
So Joe Mauer inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Special day for him, but want to give a special shout out for Twins fans who made the trek out to Cooperstown. Definitely made it a little bit more special to listen to his speech. Very well represented. Twins fans were in Cooperstown. Here he could see that through the broadcast of the speech, but also just hearing that from other Twins fans, saying about half of the crowd it felt like was Twins fans. And you could tell Joe kind of got a kick out of that. So really, again, a shout out to everybody who made it out there and kind of made this day even more special for Joe. But there you see his plaque. Lifelong Twin, was one of the most complete catchers in the game's history, producing at the plate and behind the mask like few others. Very nicely summarized. Great plaque. Again, just one more congratulations to Joe going into the Hall of Fame. Turning the page on future Hall of Famer? Question mark. Okay. Well, let's not go that far. Question mark. Walker Jenkins. Not gonna put that on that guy, but hey, who knows? He had 2 walks and this RBI game-tying RBI single today. This is the top of the 8th. The Mighty Muscles ended up winning in a blowout. But yeah, he ties it up. He scores on this play. Byron Chirino gets one through the infield, and Jenkins scores from second base, somehow avoiding that tag. Entered the matrix there to Neo his way through, I think. Oh, my goodness. Tight. Very athletic. Jenkins has been awesome. A 540 OBP in his last 10 games. 15 walks and 12 hits in his last 10 games. Rubel Cespedes moving over to Cedar Rapids here. He had 2 home runs. He's a guy that can really use the whole field. Very good at going the other way. So it's kind of unusual to see him turn on not only 1, but 2 pitches today, making sure that Greg's Lawn and Landscape gets their money's worth out of this ad they have out in the outfield in Cedar Rapids. But yeah, he's in the top 10 in the Midwest League in OPS at 820. Guy who started off amazing. Incredible start to the season. Has kind of slowed down, but now in July he's picked it back up again. So there's another look at that swing, just crushing these inside pitches, which again isn't kind of the most natural thing for him. Over to Wichita, Cory Lewis. It's been kind of a tough go for him. Started out the year on the injured list, has been working his way back, kind of getting the feel back, but today he was awesome. 4 1/3 inning, 1 run. Only 1 walk today. That's kind of been the key. He's been struggling with walks of late. But yeah, so through 6 starts, 22 innings this season, he's got a 4.50 ERA and a 1.77 whip, but I'm kind of inclined to give him a bit of a free pass kind of up until this start. His first handful of starts back in Wichita. Not to say that he couldn't have pitched well, but, it's almost kind of like spring training in some ways. But look at this knuckleball. Disgusting. And he throws that thing so hard. Such a tough pitch. But the big news in the minor leagues of the day was Zebby Matthews made his Triple-A debut. His first strikeout was of Spencer Torkelson. Had a very solid outing. Got a ton of run support from the guys. 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, no walks, 6 strikeouts. The 2 runs were both scored on a first-inning home run. Again, got a lead through 52 of his 76 pitches for strikes, so a 68% strike percentage. So he did kind of exactly what you want a guy with a giant lead to do, even in kind of an unfamiliar setting. So according to Baseball Savant, which again, sometimes these right out the gate aren't perfectly accurate for guys, especially in their first outing at a level, but according to them, he threw 6 different pitches, 27 four-seam fastballs, 18 cutters, 13 sliders, 9 curveballs, 7 sinkers, and 2 changeups. He got 9 swinging strikes, topped out at 96.4 miles per hour. So, a really good way to open his career in AAA, and they got him out of there and got Brock Stewart in, who looked really good. So overall, just really good positive vibes going on for that Saints game. They also won. Unfortunately, the Twins did not win. They were way too committed to the Mauer bid and scored 7 runs on a day where they needed to score more than that. They put up a fight again, scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th, come within a run. And here's a look at the lineup performance. They scored 7 runs, so a solid performance offensively overall. Byron Buxton hit 2 homers. That's great. He's having a great year, but really hard to look past the fact that they were 1 for 12 with runners in scoring position and left 9 men on base. That means in this 2-game series against Milwaukee that they lost both games, they were 3 for 26 with runners in scoring position and left 20 men on. 3 for 26 with runners in scoring position with 20 men left on base in a 2-game series. Again, they lose both games to the Phillies, the Brewers. The Phillies are on my mind because they're coming in next, so it doesn't get any easier. Twins facing the Phillies are like the best team in baseball, really rolling. I think we're getting the thick of their rotation as well, so it's going to be tough sledding ahead. Joe Ryan, solid but not spectacular. Goes 6 but gives up 4 runs on 7 hits, strikes out 6, doesn't walk anybody. And then every member of the bullpen that came in gave up a home run. Jorge Alcala, Griffin Jackson, Caleb Thielbar all gave up home runs. Tough. Another loss again, Twins up against it. Moving on to some of the minor league info, Chris Williams had a tremendous series at Toledo. He also caught today. He's a guy who plays a lot of first base, DH. They've even put him in the outfield a bit this year. Doesn't catch a ton. I thought that was pretty cool that they let him catch Zebby's debut, kind of a big spot. And he actually did a great job. It appeared at one point that Zebby walked a guy on 4 pitches, which blew my mind. But Chris Williams actually challenged the call. I think Zebby probably, that's not even at the top of his mind that he can do that yet, because that's not an option in AA or High A where he's been. Williams immediately challenges it. It gets reversed. Zebby battles back and strikes the guy out. So Chris Williams saved a walk off of Zebby Matthews' line, which I'm sure I bet you he's very anal about that. You get the sense that he does not want to walk guys. So maybe owes Chris Williams a beer tonight for saving a walk off of his ledger. But yeah, he was also 4 for 4 with a home run and a double. Chris Williams. Very odd. Rickson Wingrove was a single short of the cycle today for the Mighty Muscles. I don't know. I mean, that's happened. I'm sure it happens, but I don't recall the last time I remember that happening. Double, triple homer, single short of the cycle. Very strange. Moving over to the pitching lines, speaking of Zebby, if you didn't catch me relaying that is his line. Again, Cory Lewis was very solid. Really good to see. Hopefully this is a momentum-building start for him, and it's just kind of up from here. The Twins minor league pitcher of the year last year. Would be really awesome to see him have a wonderful second half. And then on to the results. Twins lose, Colonels lose, but the Saints surge and Mighty Muscles all won. That is all I've got for you this evening. Thanks for checking this one out. Really appreciate you. We'll talk again soon.